The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video, Double Digit Divisor and 5-Digit Dividend. Example, 30,001 divided by 44. Let us set the dividend 30,001 on the right side of the abacus. Let us set the divisor 44 on the left extreme of the abacus. As the highest digit of the divisor is larger than the highest digit of the dividend, there is no need to skip a column in setting the quotient. Here we have to take a decision on the assumed quotient. Take 4 and 30. Ask how many 4s in 30. By saying 7, reduce 1 from it and consider 6 as the assumed quotient. Now 6 should be multiplied with 44 and the result should be subtracted from the first 3 digits of the dividend. 4 multiplied by 6 equals 24. Here 2 should be subtracted from 3 and then 4 should be subtracted from 0. For this we have to subtract 1 in the 10,000s column and add 6 in the thousands column. Now 6 should be multiplied with the 4, which is the second digit of the divisor, and this should be subtracted from the 60 of the dividend. That is, 2 is subtracted from 6. 2 subtracted from 6. Clear 5 in the upper abacus and add 3 in the lower abacus. And 4 is subtracted from 0. We cannot do that, and therefore clear 1 in the thousands column and add 6 in the hundreds column. Now we are left with 3,601 in the dividend. We have to get into the next stage of division. Now ask how many 4s in the first 2 digits of the dividend 36. There are 9 and therefore 1 should be reduced from that, giving us an assumed quotient 8. Let us multiply 8 with 4 of the divisor, which is 32. That means we have to clear 3 from the thousands column and 2 from the hundreds column. That means we clear 5 in the upper abacus and add 3 in the lower abacus. We have to multiply the assumed quotient 8 with the lower digit of the divisor 4, which is again 32. That should be subtracted from the dividend. That is 3 in the hundreds column, and for subtracting 2 in the tens column we have to subtract 1 in the hundreds column and add 8 in the tens column. We have reached the final stage of division. Now ask how many 4s in 8 of 81, which is part of the remaining dividend. By saying 2, reduce 1 and take 1 as the assumed quotient, which should be set to the right of the quotient 8. Now 1 multiplied by 4 is 0.4. That should be subtracted from the dividend. That is 0 from the hundreds column and 4 from the tens column. We clear 5 in the tens column and add 1 in the lower abacus. Now multiply 1 with 4, that is 0.4. Here 0 should be subtracted from 4 in the tens column and 4 should be subtracted in the units column. As we can't do that, 1 is subtracted in the tens column and 6 is added in the units column. We get the quotient as 681 and then an empty column which is separating the quotient and the remainder, and in the remainder space we have the number 37. In this problem too, our assumed quotient at every stage became the real quotient and therefore no adjustment was necessary.